Pisces. We're going to jump into the reading for today. We're going to see what's coming out for this week. We're just going to get the overall energy, okay? What do we have, guys? What do we have? Universe, spirits, gods, and angels for Pisces. Don't forget to check out that description. If you want to check out the second channel, there is Pisces and all other signs on that channel. My tarot course is down there if you want to grab it. It is a do-it-at-your-own-pace course. And then Keen, you can get your first 10 minutes for only $1.99 through Keen if you want a reading. All right, let's get it. What do we got? Interesting. We have a card that does not belong in here. Expansion. Some of you could be really feeling connected to animals in the next week. I mean, I'm seeing like squirrels, chipmunks, birds. That's interesting. I just seen a groundhog. I mean, we're seeing all kinds of animals. I'm seeing a fox, like just animals out of nowhere where you're like, I've never seen that one before. Have you ever noticed that we have those here? Have you ever noticed that? A lot of expansion. I'm also hearing that there's going to be a lot of creativity, possibly with your career coming in. Some of you could be grieving some sort of career as well. Some of you could be feeling like you're grieving either a loss of a job, a loss of a path. Maybe you're feeling confused. Where should I go next? What should I do? There's something you don't know. Continue to have willpower. You're going to get some sort of answer coming in. An answer that you already know. Some of you could really be gifted. Manifesting some sort of blessing. So next week's energy is actually really good. So we're seeing a lot of happiness, willpower, staying strong through the seasons of expansion. You know, when you're expanding, things can feel like it's slowing down. Things can feel like it's not going in your favor. You know, maybe you feel like you're not making as much money. You're putting in 10 times more work. It ain't working out. Let's say you're waiting tables and you need to make $50 that day. You just can't seem to make $50 that day. It's kind of that energy here. Knowing that your willpower and your determination is going to help things turn. I'm also getting like a pull. So it's like the more you do, the more you feel like you're getting pulled back. Again, there's going to be some sort of answer coming in for you here in the near future where you already know that this is coming to you, but you already know what this person's going to say. So I don't know if this is an ex, a friend, if this is like some sort of diagnostic you're going to get on something, but it's like you already know the answer. You're just going to get confirmation. I see a lot of prosperity. Again, happiness, feeling like your transformation or your hard seasons are behind you, feeling free. Yeah, having a lot of strength. Some of you could also be focusing on your sanctuary at this point, you know, redoing your home, thinking about, do I want to do this? Let's move some pictures around. Do we want to get new furniture? Doing things differently. Beauty. Interesting. What energy do we have coming in for Pisces? This is amazing energy. I was also seeing that there's going to be a lot of equal give and take in this week. So you could be getting people paying for your things. You could be finding money. You're going to get a lot of blessings that you didn't expect. Again, paying it forward. Someone paying something for you. You getting a discount and not realizing you were going to get a discount. But there is also a pushback. Feeling like you're exhausted, feeling like you're doing everything that you can to keep it together, and you're not understanding why you're having to put in 10 times more work. Right now, it's just the season of expansion. Continue to have that strength, that willpower, that determination. Everything is going to work out. Next week's energy for Pisces. Yeah. Remaining logical, remaining fair. Some of you could be getting some sort of answers through communication with someone. It's been a long time coming. You're going to learn something that could have been burdening you, something that has burdened you. So there's an answer or some sort of communication coming in from someone that used to once burden you. Let's say this is a job. You've let it go. You're going to find out some sort of answers. Let's say, again, this could be a job closing and you're glad you left. This could be someone life, you know, going down the gutter and you used to be married to them or you used to be with them and you're like, damn, that sucks. I would have been a part of that. What do we have? Next week's energy, remaining fair, logical, practical. Are we noticing all the animals? She's got crows here. You could be getting a good sense of coin next week as well, okay? There's going to be some sort of water sign coming in wanting to invest with you. They could be spying on you. What do I mean by that? This could be somebody wanting to run into you. They're wanting to run into you. They're attracted to you. They like you. This could be somebody that has a crush on you. Someone who's emotionally open and available. They want to have some sort of investment with you, but they feel like you've turned your back on them in some sense, form, or fashion. Maybe you're just not interested, but this person's going to try to run into you. They're going to run into you within the next few weeks. They've been thinking about the past. So this could be an ex-friend. Y'all, this could be that person that you go to the grocery store and you know they kind of like you and they got a crush on you, but you're just trying to ignore them. Just know you're going to run into them in a few weeks. And they're doing what they need to do to run into you. Okay? So it isn't a coincidence. I don't want you to think it's a coincidence because it ain't. Next week's energy. Again, a lot of prosperity. Feeling a little unbalanced when it comes to your money, but they're telling you to use your third eye. You know that everything is working the way that it should. What did I just say? 5 of Pentacles. Yep. There could also be somebody wanting to come in next week and apologize to you. Someone who's feeling really unbalanced, left out, alone, cold, broke. They could want to apologize for something that they did in the past where they know they made you very sad and disappointed. Something that could have been hard for you to let go of. They could want to come in and talk to you. Give me more for next week's energy. Yeah, somebody you had a hard ending with. Why are they wanting to talk to you? They've been going over their values, their morals. There could be a lot of possibilities that this person has right now. Feeling very pulled towards you. Feeling like you're the embodiment of stability, practicality, a nurturing energy. It's like this person's wanting you to take care of them. But they don't even know why they're coming towards you. But that's what I'm getting is they want you to take care of them. You have this very motherly, loving, caring, generous energy. Even if you're a man, you have this tendency to care for people, nurture them, really love them the way that you want to be loved. That's a Queen of Pentacles energy. You have that energy. So this person's got a lot of options, but they're looking at you. They also know you have a tendency to be a little bit of a shark. Okay? So you'll attack if you need to. What else is happening next week? Next week's energy. Okay, maybe being in your head about what's going on, the expansions that are happening, feeling like things are not working, feeling like something's not fair. Yeah, you're feeling like you're not getting justice, but they're telling you to take a step back. So this week, you're going to feel a little overwhelmed, but you're going to get truth and clarity. Feeling maybe sad and disappointed about something. What else is happening this week for Pisces? Give me the energy for Pisces this week. Moving forward. Some of you could be getting some sort of work done on your car this week. Could be a black car or a white car. Interesting. There's going to be some sort of message of good news coming in. You're going to be unsure if you want to maybe make some sort of change or do something, trying to remain logical and fair. Some of you could be getting some sort of message coming in. And you're unsure how you want to approach it, how you want to handle it. Some of you, this could be something that you expect, but you're unsure how you want to handle it. Okay, so that could mean, do I want to travel to you? Do I want to answer you? Yeah. I see a lot of balancing your emotions, getting very emotionally mature. Some of you are going to be going over the past of a few past players that you've dealt with, recognizing how much you've balanced your light, recognizing how much you've balanced the dark in your life that people bring in, recognizing the strength and the ability that you have, that when people come in with dirty hands, you have the ability to wash yourself from their filth, but also help them wash their filth. I feel like you have a very healing, compassionate energy. I don't even think you understand how healing you are when you come in contact with people. You're teaching people how to show up. You're teaching people what not to do. Each person on this earth is a teacher to other people. Sometimes it's a teacher on what not to do. Sometimes it's a teacher on what to do. And I feel like there's something here where you're very guided by your gut, by who you are, by your intuition, and it has served you well. And yes, I do feel like this week's going to be hard. You're going to be tired. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be like, what the hell is happening? Why do I feel like the more I work, the more it's not happening for me? Give yourself time. Give yourself patience. Give yourself the grace and the period for things to blossom. All good things take time. I say it once, I say it twice, I say it 2,000 times. All good things take time. And I feel like you're in that season of good things taking time. You're watering your plants. You're nurturing them. You're showing the universe how consistent and how dedicated you are. And in that process, there's other people doing the same thing. There's going to be a lot of happiness coming in as well for your next week. There is going to be someone that you could be in conflict with, someone that you could not be on good terms with, that's wanting to reunite with you. This could be a very bound person. They could have with the devil, this is someone who's like always negative, who's always the victim, who always has this very heavy, draining energy where it's like, go get over your shit, please. Like, that's what I'm getting. There's a sense of happiness here that makes this person's jaw drop. You're reaching for the fire. You're reaching for the stars with not a second guess of who you're stepping on or what you're doing. And I feel like this person, I heard, the audacity, but it's yours. That happiness is meant to be yours. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be that happy. You're meant to feel that fulfilled. And it's nobody's problem but theirs if they don't have that strength and that courage to go after that. Okay, so there is somebody here that's jealous of your happiness, of your ability to see past the baloney that people bring to you, see past the lies, the illusions, the victim mentality, your ego, your pride. You can see through it all. I'm not saying you're perfect, Pisces. But what I'm saying is that sometimes you can look in the mirror and you can criticize and critique and really mother or father yourself like you would other people. You are your worst critic. You are your biggest critic. And I feel like there's an energy here where people are misconstruing the happiness that's coming to you, but it's well fucking deserved, okay? Not seeing that there's major change and transformation coming in. There is going to be a lot of energy, as I say this with 1212, a lot of energy coming in, especially in the next few weeks and months, of equal give and take. People wanting to give to you, people wanting to bless you, people wanting to show you how much you mean to them, how much they care for you, how much they want to spoil you. There's also someone here who's been spying on you. Could be a fire sign. Wanting to communicate, trying to manifest some sort of communication. They're wanting you to reach out. But I feel like you've gotten to a point where you've turned your back on this person because you felt like you were giving to an empty bucket, to a bucket that had a hole in it. You just kept pouring into this person and they just didn't care. They're learning a lot about you at this time, feeling very drawn towards you. This person acts like they ignore you or acts like they don't see you, but it's not the truth. And you've turned your back because you don't see investment anymore. You don't see your efforts being rewarded when it comes to this person. But this person in the next week is trying to manifest you to communicate or come towards them. They're still in a mindset of trying to win some sort of game, some sort of antic, and it's not working. You are winning. You have the higher, I was going to say you have the higher power. That's what I was going to say. You have the upper hand. It's funny because I feel like you've watered this plant with this person, but your intuition has told you that only sunlight will help it now. You have to bound yourself and blind yourself and go by blind faith to know that where your love, where your heart, where your soul is being called to go is where you need to be. And does it hurt? Yes. Does it suck to leave people behind that we love, that we care for, that we want? People that lack the strength of taking the action that they're feeling called to take? Yes. But sometimes we have to unapologetically be who we want to be and go for the life that we want, to show people that the courage, the strength, doing that is worth it. It's worth the price that they feel that they pay. Because the things that we're letting go of to get us to that life, we never needed in the beginning. You know, if you let go of a friend or a lover, whoever it is, that can't support you, who doesn't have your back, if it's that easy for it to fall apart, it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. You want sturdy foundations. Very interesting. There's a lot going on, Pisces. A lot going on. Let's get a few more oracles. What else? Next, the energy for this week for Pisces. This week, next week, this week, next week. Turning your back on a lot of people. Being practical, being logical, being smart. Okay. Know your worth and know that you are loved. Feeling like you have to climb mountains alone. Feeling like you've been through seasons where people don't necessarily understand what it feels like. Practice gratitude, reflect on your priorities, and cool your emotions. So in the next week, there's an energy here of knowing that you're loved. You're going to feel, again, alone, misunderstood, tired. Practice gratitude at this time. Some of you could be grateful for a Sagittarius or a Taurus. Having a hard time finding balance in the next week. Needing to keep your heart open. There is going to be some sort of situation where it's going to be tense. You're going to need to breathe through that situation. Reflect on your priorities. Are you making yourself a priority and your self-love? There's also going to be some sort of hard emotions that's going to be coming up in the next week. Again, this could be that person who's jealous, who's annoyed that you're happy. You're not doing what they want you to do, but you're needing to hold your vision. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, your emotions aren't necessarily fully invested in the next week. I feel like you're tired. You're going to be drained. You're not going to be getting overly stimulated when it comes to your emotions. Things are going to kind of roll off your back like a duck in the next week. But there is going to be other people around you who are still very triggered and emotionally invested in your journey. And I don't feel like they're going to be happy that there is a sense of happiness that you have going on. I also see that you're feeling very lucky at this time. You could definitely need to sit down and write a plan for something that you're going after. A hobby, a side hustle, a job, something. Let's say you're starting a workout routine. Sit down and write down, what are you going to do each day? How are you going to get you there? Yeah, some of you have a new romantic cycle coming in. Needing to figure out how you're going to balance that. It's going to be fair. It's going to make you really happy. It's also going to trigger some other people. People who were a tough cycle for you to let go of. People who made you feel like you weren't good enough. These people are going to see you not only bring self-love into a situation, but someone else. You could hide this person, or you could keep this person to yourself to begin with. But there is a new start coming, a new start where it's going to be very abundant, prosperous. But right now you are going through a season of how committed are you to yourself, to what you say you want, to where you're going. How committed are you to these people who feel like you have the audacity to be who you're meant to be? Who don't have the same drive, power, push, confidence, or even thought process that you do. And, you know, we can be friends with different people, but if they try to hold us back, if they get angry or jealous, or even manipulative when it comes to our success and our happiness, do we really want them around? It's very intriguing. You reflecting on your priorities and realizing that a lot of the doors that you have that you can go through don't actually match you. And knowing that it's okay if you turn your back on that. At one point, maybe you felt like it was selfish if you turned your back on certain people or certain things. But I feel like if anything, you're giving yourself the permission to be who you need to be, to bring that balance, to get that balance. Oh, damn. Okay. We're going to leave that here for today. Yeah, using your intuition. All right. Have a blessed day, guys.